tagged our insurance company on everywhere I could. This morning I got a reply on Twitter from our insurance company. Hello, we would be happy to have you send us a DM along with your policy or claim number so that we can look into any concerns you may be having. We welcome the opportunity to assist. Thank you. So let's respond to them. Alright, let's respond to the tweet first. We'll thank them for responding. Retweet. Okay, now let's send them a direct message, which seems crazy because if it takes forever for them to get an email, but it's a different department, marketing department, that might be all over it. So and that's why I did it. So okay, message. So I mentioned the desk adjuster. They'll know who it is. I don't need to do that. Okay, let's send. Alright, done. So insurance called. Didn't see it ring. I just got a voicemail. Alright, let's give him a call back.
The upper echelon had sent me a message to ask me to get back in touch with you and just let you know that they had received it. They were working on a quick resolution, and to also to see if there was anything that you and I had not discussed previously that they should be aware of. I mean, as far as any additional damages or anything like that.
As far as damages are concerned, it's been a little while since I've gone over there because, I mean, we don't have anything there, and you know, there's not really been a need lately, and we're so far away in this current house.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the lockdowns and the gas and all that. So, like, my biggest concern that I haven't really discussed with you is just like because of the length of time that this has taken, and the house is just sitting there unloved, you know, pipes, water's not flowing through the pipes, things aren't being used. I'm just scared that, you know, okay, the stuff
Further
that
damage.
yeah, like it's just I know that the last time I was there, like there are cracks down the side that just were not there before, and you know, this has been such a nightmare just trying to fix what we do know, and it had been unseen, you know, and so now I'm just afraid that we think we're done and it gets built back, but then we get there and then it's worse. And
Do you know if the repair firm has been out there lately? Have they commented to you on anything, any additional? You know, I guess that's what my thinking would be is have they looked at it? Have they given us a, update or anything like that you're aware of?
what the last time that I met with them out there to they had finished the remediation and they wanted to show me. We went outside and yeah, the project manager he was pointing out these cracks on the side of the house and the bricks, and he's like, "You got something major going on here."
I think the next thing that we would logically go to would be for Restoration One to look at the proposal and then make any written additional damages.
I think the other thing though that I'll mention is in regards to the contents is that I mean, we did get our clothes back finally, but we've, you know, everything else, like we've, whatever we packed that night when we went to the hotel, plus a little bit more, like is all we've had other than what we've had to rebuy. And DFW contents, like I know they're still waiting on payment. I think he was trying to check in with me, but all of these contractors and the people that have our stuff or ultimately contribute in us getting home are kind of getting pissed off at us or y'all, because they're waiting and waiting for work they've already done and not getting paid. And that in turn, I'm supposed to have some of the girls' stuff, like our homeschooling books from DFW Contents, over to us, but they're dragging their feet because I guess they're waiting to get paid, and I don't want to sever that relationship and make this any worse than it needs to be. And that's a concern. I know it's not related to fixing the house, but it is it does help fix us mentally because we are struggling with, on top of everything else going on in the world, just mentally exhausted. And I don't know, I was hospitalized in November with a lung. They found a place on my lung that thankfully was not cancer, but I had two chest tubes, and I just had a year follow-up CT scan, or 6-month follow-up CT scan, and I'll have permanent lung damage and pain. They didn't say that it might ever go away, so it's been a trying time, and mentally we're depressed. My 5-year-old was asking about dying months ago, and it's become so much more than just a house and fixing it, and I just don't know what else we can do.
I understand. Well, let me see what I can do as far as getting them to update on that. Oh, I wish I had a magic wand, Cody, that could wipe all this out, but unfortunately, it is going to be a grind to get this done. But hopefully, we're heading in the right direction now.
Yeah.
And we can continue to build in a hopefully in a positive manner on what we're doing right now.
Okay.
All right, sir. Well, listen, thank you for calling me back, and again, thank you for your. I guess the best word for me to say it is gentleness uh, throughout this process, and I do appreciate it. I mean, you could have been yelling at me every time we talked, but you were not. So that makes it easier for me to work on the claims and hopefully get things resolved. And I know it's been a long, long, long process.
I'm at the point, like, even if they do everything they said in the estimate and you walk in and it looks like it's fixed,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna feel okay, because that it goes back to how it was when we moved in. It looked great for that house, being in that neighborhood, being that old. Like, it was fixed up and remodeled, and we fell in love with it, but it was just a cover up. And I don't want that to be what happens with this.
Yeah, well, that's why we have people picked out that we only want to work with.
Yeah. Well, not saying that they're not going to do the work, but they do only what's known or visible. And then turns out, because it sat there, all these other pipes broke. We need to go over there and walk through video, photo, everything and what was before and what wasn't.
I guess then we need to try to get the guys to go over there and help us find everything.
Yeah. In the meantime, what he told me to do about our concerns regarding he called additional damages, like the foundation and all that.
And we have our medical bills too. And I'm sorry, but that paperwork, it linked it to all of those elements that you were in.
Yeah.
They should be held responsible. All of this crap that's going on, like especially with my autoimmune stuff, like all of this stress, these doctor visits, these procedures and stuff, like all of the physicians are saying it is because of this.
Yeah.
Like, my ear ringing is because of this. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. We were doing just about the only thing we can do. Other than being the squeaky wheel, being annoying to them, we can just share our story with other people and see where it gets us. And that's what we've unfortunately started doing too late, but
I think we started it at the right time.
had we had done it a year in, like, oh, you have a water leak and there was some mold, okay, but it's taken us this long to know the repercussions of breathing that in and going without. And yeah.
With COVID and everything.
Yeah.